Anna Dream BBQ. I don't really know where else to take. In the game, there's a place called the Hub that features a lot of NPCs, which is kind of the series' staple. That's about 4 maybe in that place. This will come into play later. Whenever I see fan content from the game, but mostly official content, I always like to play a game of I Spy to see whether or not if I can see a specific someone in it. And usually, mostly, no, kind of 99% chance of the time, he isn't there. The character I'm talking about specifically is this guy named Kane. Yeah, that's him, alright. This little guy not only weaseled his way into being my favorite character from the game, but also somehow one of my favorite characters in anything ever. I think his design is cool, creative, and his voice is awesome. And I think he's easily one of the funniest characters in the game, no doubt. But where is he? After you see him die, that's the most he's ever amounted to, and he's barely mentioned anywhere. I mean, unless if you count a dream brain rot, that's always an option. Can anyone possibly explain to me how this cover art has everyone from the Hub, but for some reason Tasky Maiden is here? Who appears later in the game and nowhere in the Hub? Their shirt, same concept, exact same execution. There's an entire sticker sheet with 3 whole pages, and guess who somehow didn't make a cut in any of them? The posters aren't safe either. Why is she there? There's not even an instance of Dracula here. I like that guy too. Like the first character you ever meet, kind of. Where's our characters from the Hub, Joelgy? But dear sir, it's just the merch. Oh, I beg of you to check official art. I checked. You know the only other instances of Kane being mentioned? A concept drawing on Instagram back in 2021 and his head appearing on a TV in the trailer. I say mentioned, but his name is not even said twice. He's just there. Well, unless if you count his voice actor voicing an image as official content. That one was actually pretty cute. Besides from all that, no, he's barely referenced anywhere. Not even the fan art retweets are spared from this.
You know what? No. Maybe this is telling me something. Twitter is not the most resourceful place.
I'm gonna go on Reddit.
Okay, time to scroll. All right, cool, thanks, man. Reddit doesn't work. Come on, YouTube, don't fail me now. What the frick? Who would want the what? This is just weird. In the hopes of finding cool fan content, I don't even. This is the like droplet of frickin' content we have to get. Hold on, last resort option. I can always try TikTok. Okay, this is some good stuff actually. I really like this.
What are you doing? Can't you just wait for the next chapter? He's bound to have more content there. Well, about that, I don't think he's actually gonna come back. What the f- you see, the entire series is about introducing weird and crazy characters every episode, and I imagine Dream BBQ is gonna take the same route, so I doubt we'll see any returning faces, except maybe Dracula and some characters from the Hub. So I've been really complaining about a non-issue that only really I noticed. But why Kane? What do you see in him that you don't see in someone like the Rocking Horse, if you don't think he's gonna come back? Well, I explained majority of the reasons earlier, which are just, he's cool, he's funny, not much to go off of. But there are legitimate characteristics in here that I like, and I don't think anyone else has talked about before. Kane mentions that he's actually seen Ina a million times over already, and not only encourages us to go into the lonely door, but also references the ending of the game itself in the main objective, the bathroom. And before being killed off, he keeps insisting to respect the doors, so what do I make all of this? I don't think Kane is the secret puzzle that will solve this entire game, or that he will be major later on. I think it's cool that Kane is actually a fortune teller and potentially immortal. When you interact with him, he isn't actually dead, kind of. It just says ... so he might actually just be quiet the whole time, and we kind of do see him in this form when he goes out of his little piggy bank. It's cool to see that he's not just a piggy bank just to be a piggy bank. No, it literally is supposed to represent fortune, not just because he's a coin, which is fortune, but fortune as it, you know what I'm saying. And what he sees in everyone, and I think that's a really nice detail that everybody seems to gloss over, but I don't really blame them all that much, because I'm probably the only person who has focused on this character that much compared to everybody else. He also mentions wanting to party and cruise. I can already imagine him on the dance floor. Have I made myself clear yet? Have I convinced you there needs to be more of this character with 1.5 minutes worth of screen time? Please, please, I need more content of him. I'm desperate. The folder needs to be filled up.